best alternative of a Christianity? I'm not sure what does that mean exactly. There's nothing called the best alternative. There's nothing called best and lowest. Christianity is a Christianity. And the best is to be with Christ. There's no other. It's not like one thing is more important than the other thing. Either you are with or against. Either you are with Christ or against Christ. There's no so-so. All right. Send me your number so I can destroy you. Well, my friend, I am out of a glue. All of you Muslims, you keep destroying me. I don't know what to do now. I am out of cement. I bought cement from Home Depot. They don't have no more cement. All Muslims, they destroy me. True story. Well, as long as you don't send me your wife, I'm okay. I think I will survive. But your wife, she can destroy me for sure. You know, a Muslim, you have a God. You have a God. When you mention his name, Shaitan fought. And you want to destroy me. I mean, even Shaitan, he fought at your God. What kind of religion this religion is? Shaitan, he fought at Allah. Is that true? Here we go. Without getting the phone number of Allah. You say Allahu Akbar, Shaitan fought. Who destroy who? What is the connection, by the way? Why Shaitan? Why you say Allah, Shaitan fought? Based on this, the reason of a global warming, the biggest reason is Islam. Because as you see, global warming is coming from the methanol. Methanol is coming from farting. Farting is coming from Shaitan. Why Shaitan he fought? Because Muslims, they pray 5 times a day. Read it. Vedit Aurora, I am a Hindu, but CP, I respect Christians. My friend, no problem. There's a huge difference between I respect Christians. You know, doesn't mean I have to be a hypocrite to you. Do you agree? If you ask me about what I believe in Hindus, I will say to you what I believe. I'm not talking about Hindu as people. I'm talking about Hindu as a religion. Otherwise, people are people. There is good, there is bad everywhere. So don't be upset. People ask me, here we speak about what belief. And my belief, I believe that Hinduism is a false belief. Very simple. Don't be upset. I'm strong against weak Muslims. Well, I'm strong against weak Allah. You know, let me ask you, was Allah weak or was Allah strong? Let me prove it to you. Allah, he sent 124,000 messengers. Where are their books? The Muslims, they say Allah was so weak to protect them. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Don't make me fart, please, Mr. Abdul. I'm trying to hold it for long. And you know, this is my advice to anyone. If you don't like to hear something will hurt your feeling, don't ask me. I am straightforward. I don't care. You say something to me, I will shoot back. I don't care. You like it, you don't like it, I don't care. And if I'm wrong, no problem. You can say I'm wrong. You can laugh at me. But still, I will say it as it is. And actually, I believe all of you are here listening to me because I say things without sugarcoating. Why Islam created the strongest empire? Islam never was the strongest empire. When? The Caliphate Uthman was killed and the Muslim, they chop his head and they play with it volleyball. Is that the time you were strong? The Caliphate Umar was killed. The children of Muhammad, they slaughtered. Fatima, her house was burned. And then the Turkish and the Albanian, they took over you. So you are not, this is not Islamic Empire. This is the Ottoman Empire. They use religion to control the Arab. Stupid religion. You never have an what empire? What are you talking about? Where's your empire? And the one who protect your Kaaba is the American. Do you hear the rooster? It's morning here. What you guys did to me? I was going to stay here for a very short time. Man. For sure, Muslim invent science as an example. As you see, this is science. This is chemical in front of our eyes. When you pray to Allah, shaitan fart. And this is telling us that inside shaitan, there's a laboratory of methanol processing. And you are talking, for sure, science, all of the science is there. As an example, if you don't say a prayer before you have intercourse with your wife, shaitan will do your wife. This is science. The first one who created condom is the Prophet Muhammad. Shaitan is a condom. By the way, why people get AIDS if shaitan is rounding himself around their penis? What the heck? Listen carefully. If you don't say that prayer, shaitan round himself around your penis. Therefore, you should not get any sexual disease, brother, because shaitan is surrounding himself there. Science. And shaitan, he sleep in your nose, and he piss in your ears, and he jump inside your mouth and laugh at you. This is science. And why a human being, he have a belly bomb? Shaitan, brother, he wanted to spit, and he spit at Adam, and then the spit fell on his stomach. Science. I have to agree with you. Islam is full of it. And your prophet, because he do his own analyst, he found out that Allah, he cursed the Jews and he made them rats. That is science too. Want to show you the reference? Just for free. Well, we have to agree, Islam is full of it. I'm not going to say what. A lot of science. Oof, oh, Lord have mercy. I'm getting sleepy now. It's 2:33 a.m. I did not even eat yet. Oh boy. This is the benefit of being single. You don't know what you eat. You surprise yourself. So now I guess I'm going to make, like, I'm going to slaughter some eggs. Whew, that's good. The fastest and the easiest. Who need a wife, man? Here we go. Break some eggs, fry them. Everything is good. Bingo. Oh boy. Let us see. Yeah, you see here, you see those are people who they are satanic. They come here, they are mostly Muslims. And they try to spread poison between the Christians to deceive them and to make them fight. So I need always to warn you from those people, you know. And look, because look what we are talking about. And suddenly this guy is talking about Catholic and Protestant and, you know, evil people. Those are very, be careful with them. Those are satanic people. In Christianity, there's nothing called Catholic, nothing called Orthodox, nothing called Protestant. This is a Muslim trying to divide the Christians. He came here, he said, oh, they are laughing at my prophet. Let us throw a bait and see how many fools there is here. Let us make them fight. Divide and conquer. Well, we spit at you, Satan, and we step on you with our shoes. Who care about food, you idiot? We are Christians. Jesus said, "Is not what go inside your mouth, it's what come from your mouth." Always, I want you to remember one thing. When somebody tries to divide you as a Christian, he is serving the devil, even if he is claiming to be Christian. Even if he think he is a good person, because some didn't know they are serving the devil, you know. How we know that? Remember chapter 5, verse number 14 in the Quran. Always remember that. This filthy God, Satan, Allah, he promised that he will spread hatred and enmity between the Christians until the day of judgment, until the day of judgment. And I'm very sure he will be successful. And there's many, they will serve the devil, yet they claim to be Christians. I always lose respect to anyone who claims to be Christians. He divides the Christians, or obviously he is not a Christian. And he do not know Christ yet. Christ is one, God is one, and Christianity is one. Universal Church is the Christ of Jesus, and that is including every person who believes in the Messiah. The one who have a leech around his neck, he is no Christian. We are free. The Bible says there's no Hebrew, there's no Greek, there's no free, there's no slave, for all is one by Jesus. Who is the one make us one? That is Jesus, my friend. You are a slave, you are my brother. You are a Hebrew, you are my brother. You are a Greek, you are my brother. You are an Asian, you are my brother. You are Protestant, you are Catholic, you are Orthodox, who care? You are a believer in the Lord, the Messiah, the Savior. And all of us, we have one Savior. That is the message of Christ. And anyone believing something else is a false Christian. The vision come only from the devil. Don't be devilish. Yeah, actually, this verse in the Bible about and there's no slave, there's no free. Some they say to you, how come the Bible never spoke about slavery or against slavery? Actually, it does. The verse is in front of you. Because when it says there's no free, there's no slave, obviously there's no slave. And there's no free. Both are not exist. So what is exist? What exists that we are the believers. We are one person in Christ. So Christianity destroys all social discrimination made by the man. Which means inside the church, we go inside the church, and this is a phrase mentioned in the time of slavery. So when we go inside the church, there's a Roman person, which at that time was the highest citizenship. Like now you say American, the most powerful country in the world. But you go inside the church and there's an African, or there's a white man, he is a slave, or African man, he's a slave. In this church, those believers, they believe they are one. There's no slave there, and there's no master. Which means a Christian person, he free his slaves. He don't believe they are slaves. Yeah, today we have a very little number because I'm doing it in the wrong timing. Usually I go in the morning. I don't know if I should keep this video. Maybe I will keep it there for a few hours and then we delete it. So feel free to download if you like to download. Marriage is not for everyone, CP. Are you looking for a wife? I don't look for things, because if you look for them, they never come to you. You know, do you know that a human being, life is funny? If you are a person who seek money, money run away from you. If you don't want it, it come to you. And this goes for anything in life. People, they spend their life running after something and they never reach it. In other way, they destroy their life, you know. So don't look for things. Let things come to you in the right time. Otherwise, you will be making a mistake. You know, like if somebody is shopping for food when he is so hungry, he just want to buy any food. Why? Because he's hungry. He's desperate to eat. It's a wrong time for shopping for food. Same goes for anything else. So be smart, be faithful, and if the Lord, you know, he send you somebody, she is the one, she will be the one. You know, but don't look for it. Otherwise, you will make a mistake. And yeah, some people are not meant to be married. I believe if I get married, my wife, she will jump from the window after a second day. Which wife is going to stay with that guy? He stays 6 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours talking to people around the world, and not to her. She will go crazy. Just think about it. So imagine I'm married, and now it's what? It is 2:42 a.m. in the morning. And this poor woman, she is sitting waiting for her husband. Where is this husband? This husband, he speaks to everybody except me. The only way she can ask me a question, maybe if she go in the chat room. And then she posts something in the chat room, and maybe I get upset from her. And I give her the answer which she don't like to hear. And then she come from the other room, and she have high heels from her hand. You know, women, I mean, you know the thing. Hey, Ali, you are looking for me? It took you a lot of time, Ali. Did you use GPS? All right. Anyway. Anything else? Any question before we go? I'm saying before we go 2 hours ago. I really love you, all of you, even though some of you make me so upset sometimes. But I mean, it's okay. All of us, we have a limit of patience sometimes. And doesn't mean you are wrong. I mean, because we are limited and our patience is limited. And sometimes we feel like we cannot take it no more. And what happened to us is the same what happened to Shaitan, brother. He fart from anger, brother. Shaitan, he fart the second he hear the adhan, brother. True story, by the way. So just think about it. Everybody have to fart in some point. Otherwise, it's going to explode. Oh boy. Too much smell will kill you. Some CP philosophies is sometimes hilarious. Why it's hilarious? Why it's hilarious? Okay, let me practice my philosophy with you. Actually, I mentioned this question before, so I'm sure many of you already know the answer. If I ask you, just to show you how people think, if I ask you, when you write down number 11, which one you type first, the one in the left or the one in the right? What the answer is? Focus with me. When you write down number 11, which one you write down first, the one in the left or the one in the right? Who knows the answer? Hey, Mark, how are you, my friend? It's a crazy question, isn't it? But in fact, it's not. Who want to give me the answer? Look, nobody dare to give the answer. Look at this. Unbelievable. Yeah, because you need to think deeply, and then you will find that you have a problem here. Which one? Look, Orshid, he tried to save himself, so he said none. Ah, so this is where he will be secure. None. The one on the left. Okay, who is else? The one in the left. The one in the right. Left. Right. None of them doesn't make sense. You have to write one of them. Listen to the question carefully. Which one of them, the one in the right or the one in the left? There's no option of none. I mean, you guys, you broke the rules of physics. Okay, let me answer you. First of all, the first one you write, it's not left, it's not right. The first one you write, it's not one in the left, it's not one in the right. It is the first one. The second one will be the left or right. Do you understand? And this is telling you how a human being can be deep in thinking, and he can be shallow, and he jump into conclusion. The first one is not left, it's not right. It's the first one. And then whatever numbers after that, they are going to be either in the left or in the right. But because it's number 11, it doesn't matter. So if you write it in the left or in the right, who cares? Still is number 11. So the problem is that, you know, people, they read the question and they try to generate answer from the question, not from their brain. It's somehow the question is leading you to an answer. And this is your mistake. You can call a sheikh, no problem. All right. And for sure, Allah knows best. But always, you know, the example I just gave you is just to give you a different way of thinking and how not to rush into conclusion. You know, when somebody give you a question, try to think first, what is the purpose of the question? And how this question is going to make a difference? And what exactly he is expecting me to say? And what exactly I should not say? I mean, where is the wrong? And where is the right? Like, you know, when Muhammad, he says, and both of the hands of Allah are right. How stupid is that? Because if Allah have both hands and they are both are right, let us draw Allah. So this is Allah. Okay? And now this is the shoulder of Allah. I'm very good in art, as you know, I'm very gifted in that field. So this is the right hand of Allah. How he have two right hand, that is impossible. I'm not saying about how you can put two hands there, but two right hands is impossible because one of them is going to be the left with the other one. So maybe they are in the right side here of Allah, supposedly. But now, because we have one next to the other one of them is going to be left and one is going to be right again. Do you understand? So if this one is right, Well, the other one is the left. Do you understand me? And this is the way, you know, how, you know, I mean, this is why people, they have different way of thinking and different way of analyzing information and different way of discovering things when you read text or a book. How he can have two right hands? It's impossible. Not because you cannot put them in that location, but by putting them there, there's one of them is right still, and there's one of them is left. And whoever said that is a stupid, like a Muhammad. The leg is not correct? No. The leg is correct if you notice here, like there's, you know, because you see, Allah is walking. Allah is walking. Okay, let us make some gas here so that, like, so you can notice that Allah is walking now fast. It's very fast. Very fast, Allah. You know? I mean, from all this horrible picture, you notice that the leg is wrong. It's like the Muslims, they try to prove me wrong. They say to me, who is Imam Murrah? So all the stupid story there, and the only problem is Imam Murrah. And this is what he did now. The leg, Christian Press, the leg is not right. Is Putin Antichrist? No, I mean, he is evil man, yeah. But Antichrist, this is a big word. He is evil man. He's a person working for his own glory. Evil. As all evil men in this earth. They don't care how many people they kill, so they can be glorified. And you know, the funny thing about having two hands in the right side, that means you can spank Allah from the left side and he can do nothing about it. Because his hands in the right side, you know, just to stand in the left shoulder. And you know what the point if you say both Allah hands are right if you have a left shoulder anyway? I mean, stupid religion, what you can say. But Muhammad trying to make it look like that Allah, because he is different, and the right hand mean he is right, you know, not wrong. And they, as an example, there's a hadith that you can masturbate with the left hand, but not with the right hand, brother. What the heck? I mean, how come? Why left hand? I mean, it's a masturbation. So you can hold your penis with left hand, but you cannot. I mean, or Muhammad, he told them, you can wipe your ass with the left hand, but not with the right hand. Okay, what that will do? Aren't you going to wash after that anyway? And are you going to eat only using only your right hand all the time? So what the left hand for is made for washing your ass? Crazy religion. Why Muslims, they answer with inshallah? Inshallah mean they will not do it. There's a guy, he posts his picture in the internet of him when he was like 7, 8 years old. He took a picture in front of his house. There's a hole in the ground. And then later he became a grown man. He took the picture and he is just next to the same hole. Why? Each time they call the city to fix it, they say to him, inshallah, soon we will fix it. Inshallah. This is why the Middle East is the worst place to live. For sure, there's some places, because they are not running or run by Arab, they are doing better, like Emirat. All the one who run the cities are foreigners. The whole city actually are foreigners. There's no Arab. The Arab in Emirat, they are not even 10%. This is why it's somehow different. However, it's still a very filthy city, a very filthy country. You know, human traffic, money laundering, drugs, mafia, Russian mafia, you name it. But still the country, I mean, the cities look clean, etc., because the whole country is not run by the citizen. is run by foreigners, not by inshallah. If you give it to the people of inshallah, nothing will be fixed. You make a good case, but it is still that many Muslims, many of whom are educated enough. No, you see, the education of Muslims is very limited to the location. You will notice that the same educated Muslims who live in America, the second he go to the Middle East, he's an Arab again. He throw garbage in the street. He throw his cigarette in the floor. So you cannot say they are educated. And the same person, he go to the Middle East, he beat his wife. And he forces a child to marry a very young age. So where is the education? This is education of hypocrisy. When they live in America, they have to behave. The second they leave the country, the story is different. And you know, the Muslims, when they come in the West, they struggle a lot. Why? They come here, they grow up in the Middle East, and then they come here. So they have the mentality of Middle East. And their children, they go to schools here. And then his daughter, she will have a boyfriend. If you go right now and search how many Muslim girls get killed, or she is running away for her life, or how many Muslims they are in jail for attacking their family member, it is a huge number. They think they can force their children to be the way they are, or the way they want them to be, if they live in the West. As soon they grow, they are teenage or they are growing, then the girlfriend, the female Muslim, she will have a boyfriend, and the male Muslim, he will have a girlfriend. And they don't care about Islam, they don't care about religion, and the drama will start. Somebody saying about a theory. There's a theory that the Quran was written in the 5th century and was corrupted by Abbasids. Could the Kalimatullah, Jesus, have been created by the Ruh Qudus? My friend, I don't go by theories. And to be honest with you, I don't care for them. Theory is a theory, and they don't affect the religion. Somebody, he might come to you and says Jesus never exists. It's a theory. If you say it to the Christians, they will laugh. So it's useless. If you are a scientist and you have a historical study and you can prove what you say, well, then it's not a theory, it's a fact. If you make it a fact, then come to me. Before that point is useless. So for me, I debate with Muslims, and I debate them about what they believe, not what I think. If I debate about what I think, I'm wasting my time. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So I see, like, there's many channels, they have programs, the Quran wasn't like this. Who care? I don't really care. I care. This was your Quran today. Let us love together. And that would hurt. That will change people. Not saying to them theory. What do you think about Sikh religion? I think it's not a religion, really. It's a mix of beliefs. Those people, they are confused between they are being Hindus and they are somehow like, I mean, it's a mix of belief. Richard, the Christian, they should apply Leviticus to murder. Okay, Richard, but you need to commit a murder so we can practice it on you. And actually in America, they practice that on you, Richard, don't you know? If you kill somebody, you will be executed. As simple as that. I hope I made you feel better now. Do you think the earth is 6,000 years old? I believe in the Bible. If the Bible meant to say that is the age, then I believe in that age. However, I believe that the Bible never give us really a science or scientific reference. To make it simple for you, do you really think that God, he created, when the Bible says that God, he created this and this day and this and this day, this is what really the Bible want to say? I mean, if you study the eye of a human being, if you want to be a doctor, you have to read at least 60 or 80 books and study them carefully, just to study the functions of the eyes. So imagine if God, he want to write for us how he created the earth with all this massive creation. How many books we should have? Billions. An insect alone need maybe 100 books to explain how it functions, right? So obviously the Bible was not meant to be a scientific book. It's a spiritual book, giving us a message, short message, that everything we have is created by God, and everything we have is coming back to God, from dust to dust. So when people, they focus on numbers, they are losing the meaning of the Bible. The Bible is not about numbers. So when in the book of Genesis speak about the creation, this is just a summary of God's work, but this is not what God did. Otherwise, if God want to give us what he did, we have to read billions of books. I hope I answered you. But if you are a person who is limited, in your mind, you go strictly, it says the first day, second day. But obviously, God, the creation is way bigger than this. And this is not telling me what God did. It's just telling me that God, he did what we have, not what he did. Otherwise, there's no way you can write it in a book. There's a scholar from USA, he want to debate me. He's a scholar and he is from USA. He must be a scholar then. Is his name is it Trump? Oh boy. Persecution of Christians in Muslim countries. My friend, you see, I'm not really against when the Muslims, they do persecution for Christians. Do you know that make us better Christians? Do you know that a person from Pakistan, he have more love to Jesus more than you, the one who live in USA? Do you know why? Because he is paying a high price for his faith. So persecution make us better Christians. It's not the opposite. For sure, we don't seek it, but it's not bad for us. Trust me, it's not bad. It's make us stronger than steel. Any debate between you and Jew? No, but there is a guy, he's claimed to be a Jew. I get him busted many times. You can watch his videos about it. All right. Look like we are out of questions. This is not only about Pakistani. I mean, this is any Christian is under discrimination, because you see, this is the filter. Life have a filter, and the filter will drop the one who is not real. So the one is not real. He will say to himself, why I want to be Christian? I don't believe it anyway, you know. So I will become a Muslim, so nobody discriminate me. And this is the point of discrimination. Muslims discriminate you to force you to convert to Islam, right? But by doing that, we will have less hypocrite between us. And we will have more real Christians. So it's good. It's positive, not negative. Everything in life can be thought about in a positive or negative way. As an example, if when you get sick is not good. But have you ever heard of a person he believed in Jesus because he got sick? Many, millions. But who said sick is good? Never was good. Okay, I think I'm getting sleepy now for real. Obert, Aline, my friend, maybe next time we go live on air, just subscribe to our channel. And if you are a Muslim, you can call me in Skype when I go live on air next time. As you see now, it's getting late for me, and actually I'm really getting so sleepy now. And as you know, I have 4 wives, and we have to make babies. I don't know how I can do that now. I'm going to invoke Allah to send me a dish of shish kebab. I will eat it, and I will get the power of 40 men. So I will go and make babies after I eat shish kebab. I come back to you, and I will have the power of 40 men to continue life for the coming 40 hours. Non-stop boom boom. Alhamdulillah. You know? Allah, by the way, if you invoke him, I mean, why people go to work, my friend? I mean, you see a poor person, you want to buy his children some shish kebab. You don't need to work. Just invoke Allah. Invoke Allah. He sends you a dish of shish kebab, and you do boom boom. What a stupid religion. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, it's time for shish kebab. I don't know what to eat, actually. I need to eat. It's too late. It's 3 or 8 in the morning. What I will eat now, whatever I eat is not going to be healthy. If I don't eat, anyway, I can stay without food really for a long time. Let us see. You're welcome, Papa. Yeah. Let us see. Anything else? I'm trying to read. I don't see anything important in the comment. You can't sleep when you are hungry? Perfect. I will make you an admin and we keep the life running. All what we need to do, keep you hungry forever. That's perfect solution. We found a way, you know. Oh, hold on. So you women are saying that you women, you can't sleep when you are hungry? So if a man, he want to get rid of his wife, he just feed her and then she sleep right away? Bingo. Amen. Take a note. If you want your wife to sleep and leave you alone, bring her a sandwich. Make her eat it. 5 minutes after, maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4. You open the door. Close the door slowly. Go out. Go with your friends. Do whatever you want to do. You come back. Before she wake up again, give her another sandwich when she is asleep still. Like, you know, you open her mouth and push the sandwich, like, you know, and now she will continue sleeping. And then you go again, stay away like with your friends 2 hours, 3 hours. And then before the 3 hours pass, come back, give her another sandwich. Or Maybe you can find an Amazon like auto machine to do auto feeding, you know? I don't know, you know the thing. What the heck? So women, they sleep if they eat? That is something. Okay. Now it's not scary to get married no more. Oof, that is a relief. Oh boy. Oh boy. True story. You don't eat before you sleep? So you eat after you sleep? I mean, do you see how you can play with sentence? I don't eat before sleep. That's mean you eat after sleeping. Don't be upset, I'm just joking, okay? I know what you meant. But I mean, the language is really funny sometimes. And if this is telling you, if somebody, this is why it's not easy to debate someone. This is what he do. He debate, you know, because he will beat you in whatever you say. What are you saying to me? You eat after you sleep? What the heck? Hey guys, we got a sleep eater, not sleepwalker. This person is a sleep eater. Sleep. He go to the refrigerator, he eat, and he sleep. This remind me of one of my cousins. He woke up in the middle of the night. He went to the bathroom. He come back. He put his head in the pillow. He's a very heavy sleeper. And then he remembered something. He said to his wife, honey, when we open the bathroom door, do the light come by itself? His wife, she said, no, honey, this is the refrigerator. So now you know where he did pee, huh? He's a heavy sleeper. He went to the bathroom. He opened the door. The light come up. He did it. He come back. What the heck? Since when we open the door of the bathroom, the light come on? Oh boy. Anyway. You eat while you are sleeping? Oh, that's good. I can tell from the first time I saw you, you are different. True story. Where I can find you? Skype ID. I want to pass to my Muslim friend. Later, when I come next day, you know, next time, he can show you. How long? Actually, I need to stop coming in line in order to proceed in my translation. Why you don't give me challenge, CP? Why you don't give me challenge, CP? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to give you a challenge. But I have a problem here with your name. Is that a picture of a man? And your name is Latifah? Don't you know that Latifah is a female woman, a female name? Are you serious? You are a man and your name is Latifah? Hello? Because I'm looking at the picture here. It's a picture of a male. And your name is Latifah. How in the world your name is Latifah and you are a male? Yeah, but no, this guy is an Indonesian, and Indonesian, they use Arabic name. Anyway, my friend, I accept your challenge, Latifah. Okay? As long as not involve makeup. You want to start, Latifah? No, no, I still have a lot of work to do for my translation. As I said, I need to stop coming online for some time so I can proceed faster. You see, coming online is taking a lot of my energy. It's not easy, you know, it's many hours speaking, answering, and when you go, your head really need good break. Uh, anyway, this is the one who accused of raping children's. So this guy is maybe joking, maybe. All right. CP, still going, never give up. Give up on what? Give up on what exactly? I mean, why people are saying those things? I don't know. Give up. He is a Malaysian. Yeah. Actually, originally, I'm from Indonesia, by the way. And what happened when my grandfather, Mr. Adam, he landed in Sri Lanka, as you remember. You know, when once he have a fight with his wife. His wife, her name is Eve. I don't know if you heard of my grandmother. So he have a fight with his wife Eve, and his wife, she was giving delivery, you know. And then, like, you know, he boxed her because at that time, you know, old people, they used to fight, and Adam was very long, I mean, tall. So his hand is so big and so long. So he boxed her, and then he threw her all the way to Indonesia. She gave birth to me in Indonesia, and then she came back because she was attached to a rasur. Like, boing, didn't come back. And like I was born in Indonesia, and then I woke up, and I noticed that I like coconut. And since that day, I became Indonesian. And, you know, when I apply for citizenship in Indonesia, they ask me, what is the proof that you're Indonesian? I said, I like rice. And right away, I was accepted. I passed the test. Should be to women when women file for Sharia lawsuit. Sharia lawsuit, since when is that exist? Sharia lawsuit, that's a good one. Actually, you know what? I believe that people in Indonesia, they are lucky people, you know? Honestly. You know, like us who they are coming from the Middle East, a desert, ugly land, no water, heat, dust, sandstorms. I mean, a human being really, sometimes you are born lucky. Like, I know that some Indonesian, they think that they are unlucky because they are born in a poor country or economy is not good, or. But the fact you are gifted, you have a priceless gift. You can see God every day with that beautiful nature. All those Asian countries, actually, many of them, they don't really understand how lucky they are. You know, the coming destruction of the Middle East is going to be water. It's already, actually. Do you know that Turkey is sitting is trying to hijack the water around the country around it? Do you know that Jordan is buying water from Israel? Do you know that Iraq is a country which is dying because of no water? Do you know that gas is more cheaper than water in Saudi Arabia? Do you know? But people never appreciate what they have usually until they lose it. um, I mean, whatever the reason is for people living as poor, but obviously it's not the country. I mean, the country should be wealthy because you have all the resource to make this country wealthy. You know, you can feed the world. I mean, a country like Holland, it's a very tiny country, is giving cheese to the whole world. You go any store, you find cheese from Holland. Any store you want. How? You know, small tiny country is feeding the world with milk and cheese. And I believe those countries in Asia, they can really have a very luxurious life if they fight the corruption of the mankind. I believe those countries are very, very wealthy countries, not poor. In the Middle East, if you like now, you see those Arab countries, they are used, like if you go to Emirates, they are used to air conditions, etc. What if the air conditions stop for a few hours? Those people would die because now their houses is not qualified to handle the heat. See, all days they used to build their houses from dirt, wood, even tents, which is way better than the houses they have now. The houses they have now is really very bad for any earth element. Everything is based on fake conditioning. Before it was natural conditioning, so they used to survive with it, but now they cannot. And I believe that the Middle East have a very horrible end sooner or later. It is the worst place maybe to live. And this oil will not continue. I mean, everything is changing fast. And I believe the oil will not be important sooner or later. Everything have an age and time. Yeah, look at this. I just searched for pictures in Indonesia. Now, for sure, this is the beauty side of the country, and there is an ugly side of any country, where people are, like I saw Indonesia, poor people, they are working to carry sulfur from down the valley all the way, very dangerous work just to make living. So the country is so beautiful. It is, there's a lot of resource, but obviously life is not easy in those countries. Still, after all, imagine you are poor and you have no beauty and you have no none of this. You have just a plain desert, nothing. Then things is more horrible and more ugly and more disgusting. Come to Indonesia, yeah, the Muslims will be waiting for me in the airport. Yeah, Memory TV video, actually, their project is very old and they are doing a great job to explain Islam, yeah. I believe the only solution for a country like Indonesia, that the Christians, they should have their own country, and this is how the way you can fix the country. As long there's this, the cave time mentality, Sharia law, and people want to practice Sharia law, the country will never have a future. Come to New Zealand? I mean, I don't know why I want to come to New Zealand. Is it in the news? New Zealand. I don't know why they call it New Zealand. That's a good name. Actually, I saw New Zealand. It's beautiful too, and it's a very small. I mean, it's a very huge country with very small population. Yeah. Memory TV is a Christian TV. I don't know who own it. I have no idea. But obviously, it's not. It's doing work against Islam, exposing Islam. What Memory TV does, they just translate Muslim videos. That's it. Expose what they say. The Muslim, they think because they are speaking Arabic, nobody will know what they are saying. Please come to India. Well, I don't know. I mean, you see there's many countries actually I like to go and visit. But there is some countries I'm not really too much in favor of them. I think India does not give really a freedom of speech. Even though they claim to be democratic, etc., I believe freedom of speech is suppressed and oppressed there too. And I don't favor to go to any country who don't respect the freedom of speech. Doesn't matter where it is. People are talking about how many hours. I'm here for 5 hours and 51 minutes. Okay. Yeah, actually, I like to come to the Tibet. And you see, the more you learn about this world, the more you get disgusted. So the Tibet is a very beautiful land. But I was disgusted when I saw how and what they do with the dead person. It was shocking to see in the Tibet that when a person he died, they cut him pieces, like a butcher cutting a cow. And then they take him to they take him actually as a body to the top of the mountain. And then after that, they cut him pieces and they feed him to the birds. Human being is very weird and sometimes very disgusting. How in the world anyone will cut his father or his mother or whoever family member of yours pieces, and you will butcher them yourself, and then you feed them to eagles? What kind of religion does that? Human being is really weird. Extremely weird. This is why, because we are discussing of a human being behaviors, many of us dream one day we'll live in a small island, there's nobody there, no human there. Why? Because we are truly disgusted. Human being is the most scary creature ever. Yeah, I am sleeping, but you know, I eat after I sleep. No, I can go to the Tibet. Maybe we can, you know, you see, sometimes you do a little journey, and the journey can make a big difference and change a country. If you go and see how people of Ethiopia became Christians, or how people of Egypt became Christians, or even Indian in India, how long time they became Christians, you will not believe it. It was one person visiting a country. So in order to make a change, you better work for it. What do you think about the future of Islam? Today is the future of Islam. It's dead. There's no future. It's already dead. Islam have a future as long you are ignorant, as long you are silly, as long you are stupid. The second you are not, Islam has no future. Do you accept that Jesus is Al-Rahman, as mentioned in Titus 2:11-14? First of all, Ar-Rahman is not an Arabic word. It is an Aramaic word. And therefore, the origin of Ar-Rahman is not really Islamic. The Bible never mentioned, you know, like the old Aramaic used the word Rahimu, like Nitrahamu alaykum, or Rahimu, etc. But it's not the Islamic titles or the Islamic names. However, if you go and read the Quran, you will find that Muhammad, when he did read, or when he mentioned the name of his God, he mentioned 3 names. Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. And if we now compare it to the Aramaic, we can compare it as the following. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. So it is possible that Muhammad, he stole those words from the Aramaic people, and he used them as part of his religion. However, if you remember in the Quran, there is when Muhammad first time he used the word Ar-Rahman. You see, when you see the Quran today, it says it chapter 1, verse number 1. So right away you think, oh, so this is from the beginning of Islam. Muhammad is using Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, which translated as the beneficent and the most merciful, which is false, by the way. Ar-Rahman is the mercy. Ar-Rahim is the merciful. But the fact it is that Muhammad never mentioned those names before. How we can prove that? In the Quran, it says, as you see here, chapter 17, verse number 110. When Muhammad first time he used the word Ar-Rahman, it was at chapter 17. And chapter 17 was way long after Muhammad he claimed to be a prophet. So obviously in this point here, in the life of Muhammad, he learned the word Ar-Rahman. And then he used it. And this is why people, they are asking him, why you are calling Ar-Rahman? Who is Ar-Rahman? We thought you worship Allah. And the Arab, they said, oh, Muhammad, now he have 2 gods. One, his name is Allah, and the other one, his name is Ar-Rahman. So Muhammad, he answered them saying, will I invoke upon Allah, or I invoke upon Ar-Rahman? Whatever name you invoke him, all good names belong to him. And here you learn that Muhammad, he learned that name from somebody. It's not Islamic. Did I answer you? Because if this is the name of Allah, or one of the names of Allah, why Muhammad did not mention from the first time? And as you see now, it's appearing everywhere in the Quran, in the name of Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. But before, Muhammad never mentioned it. Did Allah forget to mention it all those years? I hope I gave you the answer. And again, there's nothing is called the most beneficent. This is a lie. Ar-Rahman is not the beneficent. It is the mercy. Sorry, Ar-Rahman can be translated as, the mercy, the merciful. If you change actually the translator, you will see how things change in this Islamic translation. Always you need to remember one thing, that everything the Muslims they have in their book is a theft of somebody else. Regardless if it is from Christians or non-Christians. Everything in the Quran, in the Hadith, it is a theft. See here the translation different, not the beneficent. The most merciful. Ar-Rahman. Yeah, actually Muhammad is one of the names of God because the praised one. Who is the praised to then? Well, I think it's better to not to give me the questions now about Bible or Quran because I am out of gas. It is already 3:37 a.m. So I will stop answering questions, sorry. Jesus is Lord, my friend. I'm sure the Lord, he will give you, he will give you a gift of what to share and what not to share in the right time. Like you remember when you want to teach in a classroom, if you are a teacher, you don't start teaching kids like 9x9 is 82. You start with 1x1. You start step by step. So you know you have always to think carefully. The one you talk to, how much he knew, how much he is educated, how much smart he is, how much slow he is. At the same time, you yourself, what is your qualification to share? If you think you have a good qualification, then that good qualification will tell you what is best to share at the time. All right? Why Muslims declare their beard red? Because Muhammad, he wanted to be blondie. So he used to color his beard red. And his head too. He was older than Muhammad, not bigger. Older. Who is my most Hollywood actor? Muhammad. What a question. What is the most interesting Hollywood actor? Muhammad, don't you see what's wrong with you? He's the best man ever. He's the best in sex. He's the best in everything. Are you kidding me? I mean, shouldn't you know the answer right away? Who is the best in everything? He is the best in dancing. He is the best in the music. He is the best in effing. He is the best in lying. He is the best in stealing. He is the best of the mafia. He is the best. He is the best. What's wrong with people? I mean, come on. What's wrong with people? You don't even need to think. This is even an insult to the Prophet, brother. I mean, come on. We have the best of mankind in everything. You know, what the heck? Be careful, brother. Al-Qaeda, they will hear you. What's wrong with people? Don't you see? Are you blind? Don't ask such a question again, please. This is sensitive. You are hurting our feeling. Was Muhammad black or white? My friend, Arab are white people, not black. Arab are white people. They are white people. They are not black people. So when you say, was he black or white? Well, isn't he an Arab? Well, Arab are white people. The black who exist in the Arabian Peninsula, they are either Ethiopian, usually captured slaves, like Bilal. Welcome, my friend Naz Tau Tau. Tawau. I think this is Indonesian name, right? Well, Muhammad, he wanted, obviously they are obsessed with the blonde. They are white, but they are not blonde. This is why when Mary the Copt, Muhammad, he received a gift from Egypt. And the ruler of Egypt is a Roman. So he sent him a blonde girl. Her name is Mary. They call her the Copt, but the fact she is not really Coptic. She was blonde. So when she arrived to town, even Aisha, she was so upset because she is very white and she is very blonde. And, until now, Arab people are obsessed with even though they are white, but they have obsession with the whiter. So the more white you are, the more your market is in the boom. That's why you see Muslim women, they use a certain kind of whitening for the face. It smooth the face and make it so white, but it's very damaging for the skin. So you will see Muslim women in the Middle East in the age of 30, if they take off their makeup, they look like 50. When they are 50, they look like 80. For this cream they use, which is handly made, I don't know if they still use it now. Very damaging. It have a material, it's called the zinc, which is really poison and very bad. What it does will make your skin like a baby skin. All of this to make themselves look white. And actually, I don't know, I noticed that all Eastern cultures, they are obsessed with the white skin. As an example, in Asia, there's many, they buy cream to make themselves white, which is I find very, very bad. And it's, this is not the right thing to do, but they do. I don't know, they have, some people, they have their own way of thinking about beauty, because who said that if you are white, that make you beautiful? You can be a black woman and you can beat every white woman easy. So what beauty have to do with being white? So there is like a wrong mentality in the Middle East and East in general about being white and being good looking, I find that this is very deceiving of a beauty. Beauty have nothing to do with color or ethnic, And if you are not satisfied with yourself, I feel sorry for you. Honestly. Later, GG, about Nisa'i, maybe next time. Yeah, in New York. Why Muslims have to say BBUH? Because they worship him. Are you a white guy, CP? My friend, I'm black, blonde, African American from Japan. Who care about colors? You see, you see your color only if you think about color. If you think about yourself as a human, I don't see a color. Depends how you think of yourself and how you think about others. All right. I think we have enough for today. And now we finished more than 6 hours. So please tell everybody it's 4 hours. 4 hours and 59 minutes. I don't understand how this thing works here. It says 4 hours, 59. Ah, if you go here, yeah. All right. I will keep this video for a day, maybe until tomorrow or day after. I don't know if you can download all of it. Maybe I should not keep it. I don't know because it's so long. But you can cut it pieces if you wish, as you wish. I want to say thank you all for being here. I wish I can stay ready. It's already 3:47 a.m. in the morning. And I better go. Otherwise, this will be endless. And people never stop giving questions. Always remember one thing. That there's many people, they are trying to share the truth with you. And there's many people, they are trying to deceive you. And the Bible says, always you have to examine the spirit. Examine the spirit. And the spirit which is coming from God never will promise you heaven of sex and child abuse. The God of Islam, he promised you women who they are created just for your sexual pleasure. And this is against justice. Because a human are a human, and women are a human. And if this God, he don't care how this a human feel, and he decide to make her, create her just to be a sex toy, what kind of God this God is? This is not justice. Why the God don't create for the women 72 men to sleep with her? Because this is an Arab men mentality, where the man, he can if as he wish. But women, they can be effed by one man, no matter how many. The Arab man, God, is designed to fit with Arab people of the desert, who dream to have sex with white women, for their skin is so white to the point you can see the marrow of their bones. Examine, my friend, the teaching, examine the spirit, examine the purpose, so they cannot fool you and they cannot deceive you. The devil is waiting for you, the same as a spider waiting for an insect. He make a web not because he like to give you a bed, soft bed, but because he want to capture you, and then he want to suck your blood. As you notice, we say and we mention many times, don't talk about your name of your church, otherwise I will block you. And until now, we have people here who come and they do stupid things. Very stupid people. What we can say. Christ don't like to live with the stupid ones. Stupid ones will end in hell. And this is why they are called stupid, because they choose the stupid choice. Smart people don't choose the stupid ones, or stupid God, or stupid belief. So you choose who you are smart or stupid. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. Until we see you soon again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And thank you.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.